Start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
On 1st down, right back to ETN. Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. Now Lawrence. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there, and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
ETN will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence. Screen play. Here's ETN. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. 10-zip our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 53 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Goff now looking to throw. Flushed out right. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jags will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll look to Etienne to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Lawrence will throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. In motion goes the tight end. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Here's Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They'll run with ETN. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Once more, ETN. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll go again with Gibbs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The tackle by Kalen Barnes.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9.
Here's Goff. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Got to give the offensive coordinator credit there. He got right into the head of the defensive coordinator, because right on the heels of the sack on 2nd down, he figured they were going to come at him hard again. And so he went ahead and hit what a brilliant call. Screen pass works well enough. They're able to pick up a first down. That's one way to keep that defense at bay.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw, Goff.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? From the gun, here's Goff. Steps away to his left. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that's complete ETN out of the backfield.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Chase Young able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. Flush to his, and the pressure gets to him again. Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On the return is Williams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 98 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. Another run for Gibbs here. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Now 2nd and 9. Hand off now to Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Goff now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton.
54 yards.
And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Down the left sideline.
And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
66 yards.
And the Lions are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. A short throw to Ingram. And he goes out right around the 39.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run with Etienne, and he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
He'll drop that underneath to Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Etienne bringing in another one.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence.
Flush to his right.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
3rd and 5.
Now it's gone.
That is intercepted.
And some room to work.
And the Jaguars are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
He's back to throw. A short throw to Ingram, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They'll look to throw.
This ball intercepted. Picked up by Ifitu Melifonwu. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
So a moment to savor here. Commissioner Goodell set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Detroit Lions, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will conclude our coverage this year on EA Sports. I want to thank my partner, Charles Davis, for another incredible season together in the booth. Till the fall, folks, Brandon Gaudin saying good night from New Orleans.